What is reality? If nothing has a fixed state, for most of human history, reality seemed obvious. Objects were solid, events had clear causes. Things were either here or there, moving or still. Classical physics reinforced this intuition. The universe appeared to be a vast machine made of parts whose behavior could, in principle, be fully predicted. Quantum physics quietly dismantled this picture. At the smallest scale of reality, particles do not possess fixed properties in the way we expect. Before measurement, they do not have a definite position, speed, or even a clear identity as this or that. Instead, they exist as probabilities. This is not a limitation of our instruments. It is not a temporary gap in knowledge. It is how nature behaves. An electron is not a tiny ball waiting to be discovered. It is better understood as a range of possible outcomes. This raises a fundamental question. If things do not have definite states until they are observed, what does reality actually mean? More than 2,000 years ago, the philosopher Plato asked a similar question. Plato argued that what we perceive with our senses is not reality itself, but only its appearance. For him, the true structure of reality lay beyond what we see, in the realm of ideas or forms. In Plato's famous allegory of the cave, prisoners mistake shadows for reality because that is all they have ever known. Quantum physics does not claim that the world is an illusion, but it does suggest that what we observe may not be the deepest layer of what exists. Just as the shadows in the cave were not false but incomplete, our everyday picture of reality may be accurate. The key shift is this. Reality is no longer described as a collection of objects with fixed properties. It is described as a system of possibilities which become actual only through interaction. This does not mean that human consciousness magically creates the world. Measurement is a physical interaction, not a mystical act. But it does mean that the world is not fully defined without interaction. Reality is relational. This idea challenges common sense, but it also brings humility. It reminds us that our access to the world is always mediated by instruments, by perception, by concepts. Plato believed that philosophy begins when we stop confusing appearance with truth. Quantum physics forces us into a similar position, not by giving us metaphysical answers, but by removing our certainty. Perhaps reality is not something we simply look at. Perhaps it is something we participate in. And if that is the case, then understanding reality also means understanding the limits of our own knowledge. This is where science and philosophy meet, not in answers, but in questions.